Hi everyone, Alex Tardy here, National Weather Service. Thanks for joining. We wanted to give you a quick update for the fast-moving cold front moving through Wednesday night and Thursday, and then an outlook beyond that. Here are the latest information we have. The highlights: the fast-moving cold front, continuation of the dry northwest flow, which means cool nights, milder days. Precipitation is below normal significantly in Southern California, less than 50% most areas. El Nino conditions are present along the equatorial Pacific Ocean. The atmosphere is coupled with that in the Pacific, but it's split across California. We'll show a little bit of that. And outlooks are not depicting significant changes to that weather pattern at this time. Okay, where have we been? So far, since October 1st, the start of the water year, as mentioned, 50% or less precipitation for Southern California, much of the Southwest. Temperatures actually have been milder than normal, as shown on the left-hand side. The recent weather has been cool, though. As you can see, Southern California, Arizona has actually been below average with a lot of cool nights in the past 2 weeks. Snowpack, despite the cool weather, continues to run below average, less than 50%, 30 to 40% of average in the key areas of the Sierra Nevada. The weather pattern looks like this. It's been split. This is the past weather pattern of the atmosphere since November through early January. You can see a sharp split with storms going to the north into British Columbia, and then the subtropical part of the jet stream going way to the south. So it hasn't been consolidated or directly pointed at us, and that's why we're much below normal. You can see two anomalies, one in the Pacific, which is related to El Nino likely, and a continuation of last year, enhancing the jet stream over the Pacific. But look at over the central U.S., North America, big blocking there with a warm dome. The weather pattern coming up looks like this. So here's our fast northwest flow storm track that I talked about, diving down from the north. So it does have some cold air for Wednesday night and Thursday. Now across the state, areas to our north do much better. So we see precipitation pretty significant in the Sierra Nevada, much needed for catching up. But statewide, it's a light precipitation event overall. Here's for our region, Southern California. You can see light as well, with San Diego County doing the best. Some places will receive a tenth to a quarter inch of rainfall, with a little more in the mountains. This will fall snow above 4,000 feet, quick hitter, early Thursday, late Wednesday night, and dusting to an inch or two in our mountain areas. This sometimes is enough, though, for chain control and can be enough for slick roads, especially since the snow is occurring quickly and during the night hours when the sun's not out. Here's a depiction of what could be impacted. So Highway 243 will be more impacted than 74, and that's because there's more terrain above the snow level on Highway 243. The wind gusts. The wind is the main story. The ridges and desert slopes where gusts could reach and likely will reach 60 miles per hour in some areas. There's also going to be wind along the coast and over the open water, so note that as well. So it's not just mountains and desert slopes, also over the open water. So seas and winds will be rough tonight and Thursday. The wind doesn't end Thursday morning. There will be wind continuing through the day, though it will be less in most areas as shown here. Cold temperatures. So tomorrow, with the snow level getting down to 4,000 feet and some minor accumulation, temperatures will be cold because this is a cold front coming in directly from the north. The wind will keep things mixed up along the coast, so milder there. On Friday, when winds die off, most areas even colder. So we're back to the inland valleys having areas of frost and freezing 32-degree temperatures, and certainly the mountains and high deserts as shown here. You can see the latest alerts on weather.gov, and the link is placed here as well. The outlook shows that conditions are not expected to change much. In fact, some of the guidance is indicating drier conditions even in February and March, as shown here. When you look out further, January through early February, similar indications, active storm track in the Pacific and an active subtropical jet painted in green here along the southern states from Texas to Florida, but appears the split may continue, even though some storms are moving into California right now. Well, if we take a snapshot of next week, or I picked January 23rd, and you can see the split weather pattern as shown here, with some cold air bottlenecked up into Canada. But overall, the jet stream not consolidated over California. So in mid-January, this is what we're expecting. Warmer temperatures with that split jet stream, a lot of the cold air staying to the north. But there is a chance for some rain, precipitation along the west coast, and then certainly along the southern tier states like Texas and Florida. This is for mid part of January 2024. If we look further out, the overall forecast remains focused on Northern California, the Pacific Northwest, and then, of course, southern Texas and Florida, where it's already been really wet. So overall, this reflects the split pattern we talked about with the jet stream. Leave you with some of the top highlights of 2023. Hard to believe that this time last year in January, we had significant storms, high surf, but also a lot of rain and atmospheric rivers, one after another, started in early January all the way through mid-January. Some of those are listed here along with other events. Here's the latest El Nino conditions. We'll leave you with this snapshot that El Nino, warmer than normal ocean temperatures along the equator, is still there in effect. Conditions are observed across the equatorial Pacific Ocean, warmer than average, which is the El Nino phase. However, the jet stream in the northern Pacific, it's behaving, but the jet stream remains split with the southern branch going well south of San Diego, as shown earlier.